Hey friends, Mike Tiggy here with Realty Executives Oceanside. I want to take this moment to kind of provide you a video resume of who I am as a realtor here in Palm Coast, Florida. Again, I realize that folks out here and friends have numerous, really thousands of choices of people you can narrow down to be your realtor or your brokerage in your next real estate transaction. So I just want to take a couple moments here, guys. I know I can get long-winded. I've been accused of that a couple times, just to give you an idea of who I am and what I can bring to the table for you. So again, name is Mike Tiggy. I am a 30-year resident here in Flagler County. My parents moved here in September of 1988, and I've called this area home since. Brief stint, I moved to Daytona with work for a couple years, but like everybody else that is here that are Flaglerites, Palm Coasters, it draws us back. We come home. So I've called this area home for many, many decades at this point. Graduated high school here, Flagler Palm Coast High School. I attended Daytona State College when it was DBCC. Graduated from there with an associate's. I've graduate of University of Central Florida, go Knights, UCF, national champs. Anyway, so graduated from there with a with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, and met my wife here. If I didn't mention that before, my parents still live here, my in-laws live here, and all of my closest friends live here in Flagler County. Also, I just retired this past April from a law enforcement career as a deputy sheriff for 25 years between Flagler County, when I was a deputy here for 5 years, and the last 20 plus years in Volusia County, which is the Daytona Beach area. Just retired in April. So you may ask, well, okay, Tiggy, that's all fine and dandy. You're a cop and now a real estate agent. How do the two go together? Real simple. Police work, to make it 25 years, and again, this is not patting myself on the back, it's patting every other cop on the back that's made a career of this. It is a tough job, it is a difficult job, it's a very rewarding career, but you have to have three ingredients, which I love to live by my whole life: focus, drive, and discipline. Those three things will get you through 25 years to be a successful and retired cop, to be honest with you. So what I found in the time that I've been in real estate, much of the same applies. Not much is different, friends, to be honest with you. It's a very dynamic profession. Things are ever changing, hint, hint. So it sounds a lot like police work. Nothing's ever the same any day. And you learn a lot about police work and human nature and coming up with needs assessments of what needs to be done here, what has happened here. Same thing in real estate. It's about needs assessment. It's a job of service just as much as it was when I was a police officer, here to serve. So with that being said, I am retired from my line of work. This is not my sole source of income, so I'm not going to be one of those pushy agents saying, you got to buy. Like anything else, it's water follows a path of least resistance, right? That's what we're going to do. If you say, Mike, I'm ready this week, let's buy something. Let's do it. Mike, 6 months from now, I want to start looking. I'm going to set you up on a MLS search and multiple listing search, and you're going to get emails from me every couple of weeks, and I'll drop you a text every month or so and say, hey man, just want to check in. How's things going? Still interested? Sure. That's how I work. That's how I worked as an officer. I'm not here to force you into anything you don't want to do. But again, it goes back to my tenacity and my approach to it, that when it does come time for you to list your home, if you choose me as a listing agent, I'm going to pull every single hole in the dam to make sure that we flood the area with the information about your house and why it would be a good fit for that potential customer or client out there. As you know, I enjoy Facebook, if you haven't noticed. So, social media is a huge tool in real estate, and I'm learning that it really dovetails nicely together with it to market yourself and market your home to get out there and get it sold. The brokerage I work for, Realty Executives Oceanside. Bruce Vinnick is the broker. Shannon Pezza, class of '93 FPC, their husband, wife. They are the same as me. Easy, laid-back people, want to get out there and sell your house. On top of that, they have a lot of proprietary marketing that they use within there to flood the internet, because this is an internet-driven business at this point, to get it out there. And again, I'm not afraid to go out here and do open houses also. When some agents, and I'm not, again, this isn't a knock on any other agents, some agents say open houses don't work. You know what? We won't know unless we try it. Same thing if you're looking to buy. Say this is your chance that you are now in a position that you want to buy your first home, your next home. You may have just sold that home we just listed for you, and we're looking for that next house. I'm going to do everything under the sun and under my abilities as a realtor to make sure that we get you into that next home. But most importantly, guys, it's more than anything is you got to have drive. I wasn't a canine handler when I worked in the sheriff's office, but being around those guys, you learn a little bits and pieces about the profession you're in. So you talk to a flight attendant, she knows a little bit about how the plane flies, right? Maybe, not as much as the pilot, but can kind of tell you what's going on sometimes. Canine handlers a lot of times say when they pick a dog, the way you know it's a good working dog, is if it has drive. If that dog has drive, it can be a very successful canine out here in police work. Same applies to me. I have that drive, that tenacity, and this is, like I said, guys, this is my career now. I'm not doing this part-time on the weekends or holidays. I'm here to help you guys. So again, whenever you go through the vetting process and you start interviewing other agents and interviewing brokers and figuring out, who's going to be my best fit. I may not be the fit for you. I understand that. I respect that 100%. All I ask is keep me on that list. I'd be more than happy to come over to your home, sit down with you and your family and talk about the options that you do have. If you do decide to list or buy through me, come by our brokerage. Same thing, guys. I am here for you. This job isn't about me, as I used to say in police work. This job is about you guys. So, love y'all. Again, name is Mike Tiggy. My nickname, Tiggy, as you can tell right here. Mike Tiggy Telegdi. I work for Realty Executives Oceanside here in Palm Coast, Florida. It's a pleasure meeting you guys and saying hello to all my friends. Bye.